Hey guys, welcome to Approach the Nerd. I got my boy with me. His name is Groovy Groove, and he has all of the information for his YouTube channel, how to subscribe, how to like his videos. You
I
want to know more?
mean, to be honest, if you go on the internet and type in Jett Groove, you will find me. It's somewhere. I use that name for every social media thing, and I go into stuff and I don't use it and I get rid of it, but it's still there. The internet doesn't forget. So I mean,
Sadly, it does not.
no.
But if you don't want to go to Google, you can also click on the link in the description box. So we're here to talk about What If episode 6. And basically, this is what if Kilmonger saved Tony Stark and did a bunch of other problematic shit.
Man, you know what's crazy? Because this episode was like, it was neat to see how he got through it all, but also it wasn't. Why did everybody just believe him? And I know we had the talk, we were watching it. I said, maybe because he kept cornering them. Like, every time he talked to somebody about what he was doing and everything else, everybody was always in a state of emotional disarray. And I always feel like, he saved my life, or you came here for the country, or some other garbage. But people who had different sense, I was like, I don't owe him anything. I was always thinking like, why are you doing this? Why? What's the because I mean, I know Tony Stark is a genius. And I guess he hit the devil's bottle run of the comic series in this episode. He couldn't stop all his damn drinking. But like this okay, Tony, I know that you were really happy with somebody that saved your life in Afghanistan. That's all cool and all, which does kind of check out because even in Black Panther, he did say he was serving armed forces in Afghanistan. He said that and was fighting them. But
he did not reference the 10 rings. But now that you've seen Shang-Chi, if you did not, this is not going to be a spoiler for the movie.
Also, I have not seen it yet. So,
well, this is not going to be a spoiler. It's just the establishment of 10 rings, just like in the comics. So they're like the ultimate terrorist group.
Okay.
So
I haven't seen the movie. I understand the characters and premise. I did see in the background of the monitor, I was like, oh, wow, they're checking out that criminal organization too. That wasn't in the original script.
So what if was like literally throwing you shade saying 10 rings, bro. 10 rings.
It was looking like you didn't go watch it yet. It was like, I was like, you haven't watched it yet?
We gotta drive in.
He's all mad. You haven't watched the movie? You didn't go to the theaters? What are you doing? You gotta work? Quit.
I love how you punish yourself in the Mickey Mouse voice. That's awesome.
It has to be Mickey. Who else? It isn't Goofy.
Yeah. That's true.
Could you really imagine Goofy like threatening you for real?
What if Goofy saved Tony Stark? No.
That would be so funny.
That would be some badass.
He has his Kingdom Heart shield and all that stuff. He's like, gosh, good thing I found you. This is weird.
That would be weird as hell. Well, I will say Iron Man does not exist in this continuity of the episode. So there was literally no Iron Man. But they dropped the Gundam reference. The Gundam reference, he's like, I like anime.
I like anime. It was so funny because in essence, he did fight Killmonger with an Iron Man, like his dad did in World War II.
True that. But basically, to summarize this episode, Killmonger basically, he knew that Tony was going to get attacked because, again, he was infiltrated into the 10 rings, and he used all the info to get ahead of his master plan, which was to infiltrate Wakanda and be known as Wakanda's savior to get revenge for his dad, basically. And he has more nefarious stuff going on, besides that. So really, the motivation behind Killmonger is the exact same as in the actual Black Panther movie. He just goes about it in a more strategic manner than he did in the movie. And actually, it was interesting. But I will say, I think the arrogance of Iron Man in this is one of the reasons why he got away with a lot. Because he saved Tony Stark, and Tony Stark is Stark Industries. So even though Pepper was like, who the hell is this clown? Happy didn't like him, Rhodey didn't really have a problem with him. He just didn't understand what Pepper did. So it was kind of like, why are you so suspicious of this man?
And like it's funny, Pepper, she didn't know, she couldn't explain why she's suspicious, but it makes perfect sense. Why would this random Black guy from low upbringing, like serving the armed forces, care that much about saving Tony Stark? And I say this because if you had an entire mission they were paying you this nice amount of money to take him out. What interest would it serve you to save this person? You must want something. It can't be for no reason. You have
his unit was like nowhere near him, not stationed anywhere near him that he was
exactly. So like, how would you? Yeah, you did research. You really paid attention to where he was to figure this out.
Yep, and like he basically he wanted to build his college thesis project, the Liberator. But I'm telling you, those were absolute Gundam plans, and that's exactly what Tony said. And he's like, I like anime. Dude, rolling up looking like he's Vegeta out of damn Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I will say this. I just saw Mercenary X84 say that. I was going to mention that in this episode, but he already said it in the comments. The only difference between you and me that you can't be that you don't know the difference between you and me. Oh, no, how do you say an episode?
Now is that the only difference between you and me is that you don't know the difference between me and you.
Is that what he said in the episode? I thought it was something else. No, he said
that's what he said.
I thought he said he can't see.
They don't even though it's the same message. I mean, it was very powerful.
That was just super dope. I feel that way about a lot of people that I work with. Honestly, I was like,
no. I feel that way in like not outside of where I feel that way everywhere. You don't understand a damn thing.
Just like man, I felt that line. I was like, that was man, Kilmonger coming in with the hard hitting, like just one liners, just like, man, you sure know what to say, man. I don't know. That's impressive. That is impressive.
Well, no, man. Like I said, it was very well. Like it for me is like we're getting back on track a little bit because this actually was something that I could see happening in a Wakanda series. Mm-hmm. You know, so I don't think there's anything that they can do with Wakanda that is bad. To be honest with you, if it's very Wakanda focused. But yeah, I will say they made T'Challa's dad look like an idiot once again.
They make T'Challa's dad such an emotional fool. Like he's so heartfelt.
We are family. No, we're not family. There's a reason you and your brother don't talk anymore. Something's wrong.
I read the continuity though. They made Shuri much younger, but it was like 8 years before Endgame. So it makes perfect sense for her to be a child. It's like, that was y'all been paying, y'all doing y'all homework, man. Y'all kind of stay on top of it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But it's one of those really weird, neat, cool, neat kind of what ifs. Like, what if he actually got what he wanted? I just think he got it too easily. Like he made that look simple.
Well, if you think about it, Groove, the whole plot was done really quickly. Like think about it. We had what's his name? Obadiah Stane, who basically tried to kill Tony in the movie. He was the reason he went through all the crap he went through. Like he literally called that shit out in the jump. He's like, yeah, so this man right here is the reason that you're about to be kidnapped. It's like, well, there goes half the damn Iron Man movie. Yep. So like he was rolling through it very quickly. He's like, you want to build it? You want to build something? I got something you can build. Hey, let me give you my family heirloom. Here you go. Vibranium. Let's do this. Bam, bam.
It is just so funny that Tony Stark, if you weren't drinking so much, you would have been sober enough to realize or ask that question. Why does your dad have vibranium? Where did he get that ring from? He didn't buy it off the street. I know he didn't.
Yep.
So why does he have that? What do you know about vibranium? Why are you so knowledgeable? How did you find in the desert? And another question.
Why?
Another question. How are you getting out of this bunker alive? Hit the little button.
Like, why? I said why.
Seriously. Like, one thing Tony never did was ask questions. And I think that's what really gave Kilmonger his lead.
Well, he was drinking the whole damn episode. And like he was drinking alcohol when he started to feel like he was getting hungover. So yeah, when you're drunk all the time, I guess you don't think critical, thinking skills are necessary.
I'm gonna tell you, you had to be drinking a whole lot to get a hangover while you're awake talking to somebody. Like that's a lot of drinking.
Yeah, well, that's true. That is true. But no, like he played everybody like a damn violin. Like he was playing. The only people he didn't play were Pepper, Happy, and Shuri. Because Shuri was like, I see through your ass. No,
Shuri did the thing. Shuri did the thing everybody was watching did. This is way too convenient. Yep. It shouldn't be this convenient.
Yep.
No. Well, really what gave him the win, the complete W, the dub, as these Gen Zers say, what gave him the win was that he killed T'Challa early on.
Yep. Which was so hard considering what happened with Chadwick in real life. It was like,
oh man,
that was hard.
Come on, man.
That was hard. Cool. And then you killed my baby Rhodes. I'm like, why are you killing Rhodey?
Kill Rhodey. I mean, in cold blood too. Just
cold blood. Oh, like, that is messed up.
She's like, nah, brother. Like, oh, come on, dude. Really? Yeah. Killmonger, man.
If you didn't hate Killmonger before, you definitely had a problem with him after this stuff.
Yeah,
because
he did some unnecessary nonsense.
He really did. And like I said, the plan was very good. It's strategic. He was playing a game of chess and he won.
Yeah, he did.
He did for now, but that's because little Shuri Fisher hasn't started playing. She hasn't started playing the game yet. She did the one thing I thought she was gonna do. She went to Pepper. She's like, I looked in the system. Look at this stuff. Nobody believes us, but when we work together, we'll make them. I was like, that's just true too.
Sure came in there with the child genius move. Like, yep. She came out like Detective Conan and stuff. Hey, how you doing? No, just hanging around. You should look at this. Like, who is this kid? Nobody important. So, we're gonna go look for clues or some shit. I don't know. I like case closed. I haven't watched it in a long time. But no, she came in there for with the whole like, I know more than you can motive. And it's like, just trust me. We gonna solve this. Don't give up yet. We got it.
Well, hey, let's talk about something that I thought was effing cool in this. Queen Ramonda started fighting.
Yeah, that was so dope.
I was like, what?
Didn't see that coming.
I need this to happen in live action form. I need to see this in live action form. We know she can do it.
No, she's in such good shape. She's in such good shape.
I don't see this reflected in their group. I'm boycott. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people?
I would love to see Angela Bassett and this General Dora Milaje gear, like Shona Cola and all the rest of them. Like, oh, we got this.
So she's like, no, she's telling them, you know what, you can stand down. I got it. like she was badass.
Like, man, that was dope. I was like, whoa, they got her fighting.
Yep, I thought that was extremely cool. And the little and him going to the ancestral plane at the end, warning him, saying basically you stole this power, so it'll be your downfall. Like,
he came in there with that good wisdom, like, it is power you stole. He will learn to catch up with you. Like, man.
And he's like, how do you know? He's like, because I've seen every episode before this, and I see you always fail.
Like, how do you know this?
Watching.
I know this because, dude, I'm dead. I'm seeing your moves. I know you're gonna fail because I know who's gonna stop you. I've seen it. Like, who's gonna stop me? In your dream sequence, boom. Go be Black Panther for a little while. See how that turns out for you. Go ahead.
Yep, and they showed a little clip of Thunderbolt getting ready to take on Wakanda, and I'm like, oh hell, here we go. But yeah, like I said, this was a very good episode. I still love the Gundam. I'm a Gundam girl. I love the Gundam reference. I love the fact that like everything that Killmonger was in the beginning reminded me of something out of an anime because he was acting like a damn anime character. I love Pepper's expressions whenever he's like, even when Ro was like, well, what's up with, why don't you trust him? She's like, the problem is normally I'm the one that can look at people and pretty much vet them. And he's like, well, what do you take on him? And what does he want? And she's like, I can't figure it out. I don't know. And that's why I'm pissed. Like, because I don't know. And then you know what? I feel that. If you are the one person in the room I can't read, you're something wrong with you. You need to go. Yep. Like, you need to get up and get the hell out.
That's true though. That's really true. It's like, hey, what's wrong with him? I can't tell. It's getting on my damn nerves.
Yep.
What do you want? What are you looking for in all this? Like, you don't. I'm just here serving duty, man, being a good friend.
I'm like, nope. Try again.
Why are you being a good friend?
Try again. See, I told you, but like Tony couldn't see any of this stuff because he was always drunk on Bloody Marys. Like, so he was just gone.
That man was drunk on brown liquor the whole time, just like he had double, triple shots on rocks, just over there. Like, hey man, you know what the amazing part though is? He was working on that machine and built it while drunk. That's you look like to me like Tony, you're way too smart. Well,
I do have a question though. This is something that I was thinking about. Jarvis was able to control a lot of the shit in that room when Tony was trying to use a liberator to take out Killmonger. Why didn't Jarvis just intervene more? Like, why did he let him kill his boss? I mean, I understand.
Plot convenient.
I mean, I guess so. Because
I don't know. Then again,
closing the windows. And shit,
really the reason why is because Tony built Jarvis and he was drunk, so Jarvis didn't have the right mind. You're like, hey, stop that. And then
I would be one of those people that's reactive to every situation and to the point where it's unbelievable. So like everything that Killmonger did, I had like a rebuttal or I had something against. Like if he pulls out a knife, I'm like, oh, you pull out a knife. Well, I have my handy magnet. What? Oh, and it's just not in my hand. It's in the effing wall. Like, all weapons are now confiscated.
No, Tony, this is not. It's not. Humility. Wrong, Tony. Here, this is arrogant, liquored up, playboy Tony.
He didn't learn his lesson because he didn't suffer. So that's what that was about.
He didn't have that yet. So he just. He just like, I'll build something. Like, isn't it missing a thing? No, I know what I'm doing. Shut up. Leave me alone. I'm like, okay, dude. This is going to be your downfall. It's weird. Pepper kept trying to warn him at every step of the way. I did like the fact they got Don Cheadle in there to play Rhodey. And it was made it neat because like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. War Machine 9 was the original War Machine, but they put Don Cheadle in there when they should have instead of Terrence Howard. So like, oh, okay.
I was okay with that because this is another.
I'm good with that too because it makes sense. It's continuity correct. See, they do with Hulk when the episode with Hank Pym, they use Mark Ruffalo
instead of Edward Norton. Yeah.
So I mean, I get that. I dig it.
I dig it. I have no problem with it. I mean, it's a good way of putting them in there. It's the one time they actually could be in the original, so I'm completely okay with that. But now, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I just have questions. I'm like, Jarvis, you're not doing enough. Like, you're not doing enough.
If you make something while you're drinking, don't be afraid don't be surprised when it falls apart. Like why did it fall apart? Because you just stacked it. You didn't put the nails in. I couldn't. I was drinking. I didn't trust myself. That's why it's not standing up.
Well, and if you think about the implications of him not being, tortured and having to build a machine to get himself to save himself, and then eventually an Iron Man, that means we have no vision.
That's also true in that universe. So I mean, then again,
that also means that the Avengers never went on the same adventure. So we probably didn't have Wanda. We never had half of the allies that they ended up.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Wanda's still out there because Stark Industries. Weapons killed Wanda's family. So
but I remember he was the one that had that dream that all the Avengers were going to be. They were laying down dead on the flag.
Oh yeah.
And remember, without Tony Stark, the Avengers would have no tech because they didn't have any money. And Shield can put a little bit of that bill, but not like Tony could. Tony was the one putting a lot of that Avenger stuff. So.
Let's think about this. Are there any other tech geniuses with money in the Marvel comic universe?
Octavius when he took over Peter's
Octavius is a whole other timeline. I highly doubt Octavius is going to help Shield fund the Avengers. Like that dude's too busy trying to rob banks.
Now he probably would do it if he was being arrogant. He'd be like, "Yeah, I'll bankroll this." And
then he
wouldn't even do that. Kingpin would be like, "I'll give you some cash."
Then he betrayed the team like I forgot his name. Pigma from Star Fox. I don't know. I'm thinking a really, really weird off reference to Star Fox 64. Like Pigma betrayed the team, but no, you can't trust Doc Ock in that scenario.
Well, what about Norman Osborn? He's brilliant and was rich.
That would only work if Spider-Man never became Spider-Man. Because
I mean, at this point, it might not have a Spider-Man in this universe.
Like with that's true. Because Spider-Man become a Spider-Man and Tony Stark become Iron Man are two separate events. But I don't know how the universe works. I don't know who became what, who didn't, based off of Tony.
Well, the only thing we know is that the 10 rings are a thing. We don't know if Shang-Chi is a thing. We don't know anything else.
That's also very true because I didn't notice anything on the screen outside. There's only villain organizations on there and nothing else. So I mean, the Dark Avengers could still be formed. I mean, Captain America is probably still in the universe. He just hasn't been thought out yet. So I mean,
he hasn't thought out yet.
I'm just saying, there's opportunities. For
you still ice pickle man.
For Sam Jackson come in there and make something happen. I don't know.
I mean, I gotta say, I will tell you this though, Watcher be killing me. Watcher be like, what if?
I do like it. I do like that Walker's getting closer and closer and closer. You know he's about to
Because
interfere.
he's trying to wait for the opportune moment to bitch smack them. I feel like I watched enough.
For all the nerds out there that do not understand the Watchers are a very old sentient race. Obviously, they're sentient, but they're like ancient. I mean, beginning of the universe, ancient. There's not a whole lot of them, not really. And their whole thing is they sit in parts of the universe and literally watch the events fold in those parts of the universe through every opportunity. The one that's watched them, his name is Watu. And what their goal, what their purpose is that they gave themselves. They've been involved with stuff before and they caused so many problems. To watch all the events, so when the universe ends and starts over, they can teach the new universes what not to do based upon what
they want to be historians, basically.
Exactly.
Which is kind of what He Who Remains was in Loki, if you saw Loki.
Yeah. Because evidently the Marvel universe plays on that. I can't remember what it's called, but that I guess they call that inhalation theory, like the universe, basically like a lung. It's getting bigger, then it's going to collapse in, then start over again, and whatever else. Their whole thing is when the universe starts over and there's a whole new set of multiverses to teach them what not to do to create a completely peaceful line or whatever.
Good luck with that. Recycle timeline. That's what I've been calling it for.
Yeah.
This is my recycling for better or worse.
I will say this about that. Good luck with that endeavor. But, that's the whole goal.
This watcher is looking more and more annoyed by the episode. He's like, I'm sick of this reality show.
But I mean, in the comic books, he interfered more than once with people's events and kept getting in trouble. He went to trial for that. So
yep.
I mean,
yep. I mean, technically, he let himself be known in Doctor Strange episode, so he wasn't
supposed to do that either.
So yeah. Like I said, it is a thing, and I'm absolutely okay with this episode. Again, I think the last two we talked about were not bad; they just were not as entertaining. But this one, I guess you could say the Marvel zombie ones was entertaining in the fact that we had fun nitpicking about why they messed up.
Yeah.
Like how not to have a zombie movie.
They did so many things wrong. Like, why would you do this? And why would you do that? And
they didn't watch Train to Busan. That's what that was about. Watch Train to Busan and then figure out your life. That's what they did wrong.
If I'm gonna watch it, I don't like zombie movies. I'm not a big fan.
I mean, like I said, Train to Busan is not just a zombie movie. It is Korean cinematic gold. So there are zombie movies, then there's Train to Busan.
And then there's drama scenes.
A whole different thing. But and I mean, when they have a zombie movie that has plot, and you have characters that you care about, and then you have outcomes that are either unforeseen or messed up, that's a good movie. So you have the zombies, but the zombies are not the star of Train to Busan, and that's why I like it so much.
And there's a whole bunch of Pogipsunidas and Sarang Hayos and all that stuff. There's always a love scene somewhere. I don't like there isn't.
Well, this is the plot in this is completely different. I was very, very happy with how they did it.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I hate the fact that in horror movies, this is an off thing, whatever. So I just made a weird joke, but I hate that in most horror movies there is a love subplot. Why is there a love subplot in a horror movie?
Why can't you be in love in a damn scary movie? What's wrong with you, man? Though I will say I watched Malignant. I watched Malignant. I don't know. I may do a review on this. I may do one. Maybe River will. I will say James Wan. I like James Wan. I like a lot of his movies. I haven't watched all the Saw movies because I have problems with that stuff. This movie grossed me the hell out. And then I laughed at it because there was something wrong. So I don't know. I got to figure out a good angle to do with this movie because for a horror movie, I was laughing a lot.
Actually, I don't like Saw at all. Saw is pointless to me. I've only seen one in theater. I think I saw Saw 3 in theaters when I was in college. And this wasn't on by choice. I was a girl. I took her out on dates. We weren't dating. But she wanted to go see that, and I was like, "This." She was over there, and I was like, "This is terrible. What's the plot?"
Yeah, I don't like those games where people have to mutilate themselves to get out. Although I did enjoy Escape Room, so I don't know if that makes me a hypocrite. But to be fair, it was.
I didn't see that.
But Escape Room was pretty good. But yeah, this movie Malignant was I'm gonna go I was laughing so hard at some of that. I was like, really? I know I'm supposed to be scared right now, but I'm not. I'm not.
I mean, if it didn't scare you, it's probably gonna be funny to me or annoying or funny. I'm not really even sure.
Probably both. You'll probably be very annoyed by that movie.
Yeah,
But I mean, this takes away for the fact that I really like James Wan as a director. I just, especially, obviously I liked Aquaman, and he directed Aquaman, so I'm cool with that.
I haven't seen so many DC movies and this is gonna be mean to say, but I keep falling asleep during most of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I have not seen Aquaman, and I've heard it was good. I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, Aquaman was pretty good.
I watched Batman v
Shazam was great.
I watched Shazam. I like Shazam. I like that one. But I watched Batman v Superman. I try to watch that 3 times now. I keep falling asleep.
You're not missing anything with Batman versus Superman.
See, and I watched
that is one of the moments I say they had diarrhea. I'm sorry, I could not stand that movie.
And this, I try to watch Justice League, even the Snyder Cut, and I keep falling asleep. Like, I cannot watch them all the way through.
Maybe you're allergic to DCEU. Maybe you may need to go see somebody about that.
But the thing is, like, their animated features, I love their animated features. They're awesome. Ever since Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah. Great. Well, DC has always done very well with animated movies.
Yeah, they really do.
To be fair, they used to be okay with TV shows until the Arrowverse. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to blame DC, because the CW is its own pocket universe of what the fuckness. So I can't blame them completely on that, but I do blame DC for DCEU, because not having continuity in your movies makes no effing sense. I mean, honestly, looking at the Joker movie, taking, Joaquin out of that one and making him Joker in continuity, that would have been effing good. I mean, because he is such a good actor, and that would have been, to me, a very good and interesting mix for not just Batman, but everybody else. But now you've got Robert Pattinson is, the new Bruce / Batman, and he's like, isn't he like de-aged? So if you think about it, you got him being de-aged, but yet technically right now anyway, you still got Wonder Woman who's not de-aged, so it's like we have no effing clue what's happening with Superman, because yes, we're getting our Black Superman storyline, but apparently he's not in continuity either, so he's gonna be way over there. So it's like everybody is all over the place, and you're de-aging some people but not getting rid of the other originals.
Yeah, that's true.
Interact like they had these relationships. It is really effing weird. So I don't even think the Batman
almost too weird. Like, I don't, I just, it's like live action wise, they see DC characters. DC characters seem to be like statues or paragons. I say statues. They're like statues to people. And so they take the statue and was like, I think it was built for this reason, but the inscription's right here on the thing. No, fuck that. I think it's about, like, stop, guys, just, you have a blueprint. Just come on,
just take all of your live action material. I mean, your cartoon, your animated material, and then make it live action.
Yeah, like, oh my god,
just do it. Just do the exact effing thing live action.
Hey guys, please stop making Batman a xenophobic moron. I'm really tired of saying that.
Now please, somebody figure out what the hell to do with Barry Allen, because they haven't gotten it right in DCEU or Arrowverse.
Do you know why they don't want to do with Barry Allen? You can blame the Justice League cartoon for that, because Justice League Unlimited and Justice League, whatever, on Cartoon Network, they dwarfed Flash down so hard. And I think the directors watched that cartoon, because they're our age, and they watched that cartoon back then. And that's what they know to be like. Like, guys, for real, I don't be that person. Read the comic books. A couple. Just read a couple. Like, Barry Allen in the comics is not that incompetent.
He's not that incompetent. He still has issues.
I'm not saying he's like the sharpest tool in the crayon box. What I am saying, I'm not saying he's the sharpest bulb in the crayon box. What I am going to say, though, is that he's not as, like, dumb, and
he's not as slow thinking as he is in Arrowverse.
They treat Flash like he's Sonic the Hedgehog, and, like, that's not who Flash is. Like, Sonic is made for kids. Flash is not made for kids, and you're missing it. So, like Flash are like, oh, whole bunch of chill dogs and pizza. No. Oh, I'm gonna go run and go flirt. Oh, I got rejected. Oh man, well, if only I wasn't 16 in a 28-year-old's body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, dude. Like, it's like they treat Flash.
This Barry Allen's more like this, huh? Should I go back in time?
I swear to God,
and change shit?
No.
Because on the one hand, it didn't work the other 5 times I did it. But on the other hand, it could work this time. I know. I'm going to go ask my wife and my friends and see what they say. You don't think I should do it? Cool. Well, I override you. Now I'm going to go do it. Because obviously they're wrong and no evidence supports that I'm wrong, except for all the evidence supports that I'm wrong, and go do the same stupid shit again. So
better yet, it's like, this is comic book flash in a nutshell. Damn it. Forgot my keys. Got to turn back time. If I can't, I got to go back in time so I can remember to get my keys. I'm going to remind myself, hold on. Hey, man, don't forget to, like, he goes back to his own time. 10 minutes later, it's somehow trees are made of mushrooms. Like, what did you do, Barry?
Where'd you put your pants, Barry? Like, yeah.
And then he shows up for their little.
This is why we like Wally better in the comics. Like,
because
Wally is much better in the comics.
2 reasons. Wally was nervous about doing dumb shit, and 2, Wally is not as fast. So, like,
well, he is now. He actually is.
Is he really? I've not caught. I've not been.
He is known to be cannily faster than Barry Allen. It doesn't take much, though. It does not take much.
It really doesn't. I mean, really, the fastest speedster I think is Impulse. That dude is like fast as hell. But he was. But
they've really OP'd Wally though. Wally West is
really
right now.
I know. What was Impulse's the character's name? His real name? Do you remember?
Damn it, Drew. Why do you ask me questions when I don't sleep? That's a big.
Now I can't remember all the way. I haven't read anything. I have Impulse.
Wait! It's Bart. What?
Yeah,
Bart Allen. Oh yeah, I was about to look that up.
I told you I forgot something.
In the fucking season.
This is why I asked you the question, because I know it was simple. I just forgot.
Yeah, it's Bart. But again,
yeah, he's my favorite speedster because he is like, it was neat as hell when they did the whole Superboy Prime garbage. I don't like that comic. But anyway, the Superboy Prime garbage, and they ran through. He came back out with the whole Flash costume. He was just moving too fast. It was like, guys, you guys do too much. We do too much. Stop doing this.
Well, Bart in the comics is cool, but again, Bart is actually Barry and Iris's grandson.
Yeah, I know. He was raised he was raised in the incubation thing and stuff. He was too fast, and then he joined the Young Justice. And I actually like the Young Justice run. I wish they continued it. That was kind of neat. I think I like the animation, the animation. That's not the right word. But I like the art style more than anything else. Him and Superboy.
You know what I don't understand is why they didn't just make these 2 actors that played Nora, who is not XS in the comics, and Bart. Why, if they wanted to do it, why didn't they just make them Dawn and Dawn? Because XS is Dawn's daughter, right? So I mean,
and now
effing make it their grandkids that came to visit. It's really stupid. Just like Wally is literally Iris's nephew. I don't understand. It is not.
And now back to the show.
Iris is from the effing future. She don't have no damn siblings.
Look, Maria, I cannot at all.
I'm sorry.
I can't explain why they know what. This is my best explanation. They get new writers in to come up with new jazzy, snazzy, snappy, razzmatazzle. That's not even a word on a word. Ideas to revamp these stories for the new audience. But it's like, I don't think comic book creators understand how generations work with people. Like, they're only like 4 or 5 years younger than us. They know the same shit.
Well, a lot of people unfortunately don't understand, and especially in the writer's room, what the Silver Age of comics is. So they just kind of
they
pick up like one issue and they're like, oh, this came out in 2018. Bam, I got all of it. I got canon. I know what I'm writing. I'm like, yeah, telenovela. That's what you're doing. Like
the age of comics where everybody had too many belts and a whole bunch of pockets.
Yep. I've been looking at your guys' comments, guys. I like when I said Bart and like Bart Allen. I know, I'm slow today, guys. I'm slow.
You slow. I'm slow. I forgot. That's like, he's really my favorite speedster in the DCU.
Well, that's pretty bad when you don't remember your favorite.
It is, isn't it? Like, but the days are long, and this year is 2021.
I've been sleeping 2 hours a night for the past going on 4 weeks now.
I want to say you're a trooper. I also want to say you're crazy. You need to start sleeping more. I told you about that.
I know. Barry Allen in the Arrowverse keeps making the same mistakes, but wanting to look stupid in the face when it doesn't work. See, this is the thing. Nobody told Barry he's dumb. That is the effing problem. They keep saying, "Oh, Barry, you're great. You're sweet. You do motivational speeches. No, let this MF know that he is dumb and he's slow.
Barry is
Don't
that.
Think.
Barry is treated like that spoiled rich kid that's constantly told he's special and important, yet he constantly spills the milk, even though he's clearly 17 years old and can pick the gallon up with his hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
well, it's like him and Iris, when him and Iris were getting it on, in the basement at Star Labs, and I was thinking, you have a whole ass apartment or a loft that you could be in right now. You are a speedster. You could literally run this woman anywhere and get it on. You had to do it in a place where you could get caught. You guys wanted to be caught. You wanted that pup. That turned you on. The idea that's what that was. And then he's like, I'm gonna take Irish to. I think they went to Tahiti. I'm like, why? Just go home and lock your damn door. What is wrong with you?
I can imagine Ezra Miller just being like, what, you jealous? He mad it's not you. Just buy the ticket.
Look at this. He said Barry peaked in high school. Well,
man, I'm telling you right now. Oh my God, that's how he treated seriously. Oh Jesus!
Considering how his high school years went, that is a very sad comment.
Yeah, had to talk about that a couple of days about peaking in certain parts of your life and stuff. And like talking to Jam about it. Oh, it's funny. I was talking about some people leave middle school, high school. It's real sad because that's the maturity limit. And at that, they're like, now what? Life is not like 8th grade no more. No, dude, you're 30. You gotta get a job, man.
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely hilarious.
It's the truth, like, it's sad. It's sad to see this. Like the rest of the people who were dopey, nerdy, potheady, whatever, those non-popular type kids who didn't have fun in school, they don't like really get to their best until later. So it's like we're like, oh no, we had to mature first, then we got cool. Y'all got cool too early, man. Y'all struggling.
Hey, in comic books, they don't even have that clarity. You know that. And
no, they never do.
Retcon it. So it's like, all right. You can be the coolest person in high school, then they retcon it, and then you got your ass beat every day. Like,
they made Superman believe in Santa Claus and Justice League Unlimited.
Yep. I love Jermaine said Chester was shocked as hell. I'd be shocked as hell too. I walk down and they're gonna try and play it off like they weren't doing it now in the thing.
Like, oh no, that wasn't me inside of her. What, huh?
Well, and I love how Chester was like, how about you guys not do this here? And this is where I'm telling you that Barry is the slowest thinker in this whole damn universe of Arrowverse.
It makes
Barry Allen effing owns Star Labs. If he wants to do his wife in every corner of every part of that damn place, there ain't a damn thing any of them can say because they are employees. I'm like, he owns Star Labs. Harrison Wells literally left Star Labs to Barry Allen in the Arrowverse. So I thought that was really interesting when Chester was like, just don't do it here anymore. I'm like, motherfucker, I'll do it in your damn lab in front of you. You don't tell me what to do in my space.
I had a really
work from home.
I had a really dirty, awful thought. I'm not gonna repeat it on there. I'll tell it to you after the thing. It was like, what if that? Nah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'll save it for
PG-13 or at least R.
It was a terrible thought. I won't say it on it.
Oh Lordy.
Get you entirely demonetized in the worst way.
So again, I know we veer off. We like, at least it's comic book related. We are veering off to comic book related stuff. But What If was a very episode 6 good episode. I had no problems with it whatsoever. I kind of want to see where they go from here because I swear it's been a crapshoot. Like some episodes are really good, some are meh, and then this is going back up again.
Is it only 7 episodes or 8 episodes this season?
That is a effing good question.
Because I know it's gonna be another episode. I'm fairly certain, but I don't know if it's gonna be. Is it 7 or 8?
It says. It said it's 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah. Well, this according to this article I read, it says 10. I don't know what somebody else said. It's 9. Somebody need to make up their mind. Like, how many episodes? Now this one says there's only 6. This doesn't make any sense. Hold up. Let me go to Wikipedia where I'm sure they know. I'm
peer review site.
I'm certain they know. They might.
We'll definitely find out by next Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see here. Some people are still saying 10 on some of the reviews, so I don't know.
I don't know either. Because last time we ever seen it by screenshots. It's like, all the Avengers fighting the machines, like Ultron machines or something. I don't know. But like, there's a whole lot of stuff we haven't seen yet for this. So I really have no true idea.
And even this article says it should be 10 episodes. So yeah, I think it's going to be 10.
Okay, so we got 4 more.
Yeah, potentially. 4 more. Potential ones that may be good, may be mediocre, or we may be like meh. Because
we still haven't seen the more episode yet.
Well, no, I think the one that was the most boring for me was even though it had Pym in it as a serial killer, it was obviously the one where he was taking out the Avengers. I don't know why. I was so predicted. It was really predictable to me. And even adding in Loki, and seeing Lady Sif and all that, which was cool, it still was so effing predictable. So I was like, it was a thing. I don't know.
I mean, but it was still a fun ride, though.
Ooh, problematic question. Who is worse, Barry or Ryan? So on a fundamental level, that's a very hard question to answer because we don't know who the hell Ryan actually is. So the real question is, who is worse, Barry or Black Kate Kane? That is really what you're asking me. And my answer is still going to be on Barry.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Because Barry, because when Barry F's up, he affects everybody. Everybody's lives get messed up, especially if he creates another Flashpoint. Ryan only affects people in Gotham. So honestly, her little
home of the ball game.
So yeah.
Home of the ball game. There's a difference between affecting a citywide than affecting a worldwide. No, sorry, universal-wide.
Yep.
People don't think about this. He's turning back the time to do stuff. That means he literally, it's such a weird concept. He's running in a vacuum so fast, he's pushing the entire universe backwards. Dude, that's a lot of fucking speed and power. Not to mention, that's a huge, major F up. Why are you... Like, do you think he learned by now? Like, do you want to ever stop, like, running backwards and making so like, Superman did it? That was a movie. Don't do it no more.
And that's only because Lois died. We do a lot for JJ.
Every time Lois dies, Superman loses his mind, does something on the business. That's the whole Injustice storyline.
Yep.
Thanks, Joker.
And you know what? I blame Joker and I blame Batman for not doing what Superman did to Joker. He should have done it to Joker a long ass time ago.
Hey, there is that one-off comic where the Joker ended up, I think, killing Lois or whatever, and Batman did stop Superman from doing it. And then Batman said, I'm going to take him to worry. He said, what is it? Don't worry, Clark, I'll handle it. And they were in the car going to the police station, and Batman literally broke his neck and like turned himself in as the killer of Joker. And Superman was like, you did that for me? And he walked through the little wall unit we were talking to give Batman a hug and like, thanks, Bruce. I really appreciate that. Say, hey, don't worry about it.
He's like, sorry about that. I should have done that like years ago.
I cannot remember which comment that is. Guys in the comment section, if you know what comic I'm talking about, please
I'll look that up too. Because it sounds familiar though. It does sound familiar to me.
Because it was like a collection of like, if this or this whatever happened, I was like, oh, that'd be so dope. But Batman literally, because Joker was making jokes about how he would escape again and da 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 da. And Batman literally in car going to the take him to the precinct, just broke his neck. Like, damn. Well, one hand, like you could have killed him that easy this entire time. You never did it.
Wait, wasn't that the Killing Joke?
No.
No.
The
But
Killing Joke.
No. The Killing Joke was the Fun House.
Yeah, there was a Fun House. And it ended with that joke.
Hold on. Let me, because I want to make sure I'm crazy. Because I'm looking actually in the comics that I own. Because I have a few of them scanned. Because I'm that girl.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I might want to talk about them. And I don't want to have to try and figure out if there's pictures online. But I thought... Because I know it was Alan Moore, right?
Mm-hmm.
That had to have been.
I think so, actually. Man, I can't remember which comic that is. I got me to look it up. Because it was Batman.
No, that is.
Not the Killing Joke. The Killing Joke is implied that he killed him. That's all I'm talking about. It's what was it? Because like Batman Killing Joke was what was I thinking about? That was implied by the end. They don't show him killing him. Just that Batman laughed after his joke about the flashlight. but they don't show it. It's kind of implied. It's like, man, what is that?
Because I remember that guy had that podcast and he was talking about, is Batman evil or some crap? I know what you're talking about.
I think I might have found it. Hold on. I'm looking for it now. No, not that one. Not that one. No, not that. That's that alternate universe, the story of the nail. Not that one either. Where is it, man?
Is it? So now you got me going crazy. I'm like, damn it. What? I cannot figure out.
Like, I found the image that I'm looking for. I'm just trying to find the comic that it belongs to.
Well, like I said, with the Killing Joke, it kind of made it implied that he did it. So I know it was so, like, a lot of people just figured that happened, but we didn't know. So I do remember that, but I don't remember.
Man.
See that? I mean, seriously.
Hold on. Somebody actually said something about it. Thank you, Yito. That's it. Injustice God Among Us, year 3, number 13. Because that's like the image of him killing Joker. But that's like if Batman decided to end Joker's life before it got too far. Like, let me if you can see that or not. But that's what that is. And like he literally killed Joker on the way to the precinct.
Like if you put that in the chat, then I can try and share it.
I was on my phone. I don't know how to put it in the chat from my phone.
You know what? You just
look up
why.
Maria. I mean,
sorry, you're just really making me upset right now. Anyway,
Maria. Like,
but I have to talk about. We have to answer this question. Yeah. I did like the Walking Dead episode of What If. What did you think of that episode? I did not think it was The Walking Dead. I thought it was The Walking Silly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mercenary X84 reporting out first. Thank you. Sorry. You don't want to correct my accolade. Sorry, you know, I'll take my accolade from you getting Mercenary X84. You should have just took the thank you and went with it. But no, you had to be a good Samaritan. So take that brownie point back and give it to Mercenary.
Well, Jermaine, if you want to know what we thought about that one, in our last week's episode, we went over that one intimately on the things we thought should have been changed and the questions we asked in regards to Marvel Zombies and Doctor Strange. So yeah, it was a combo.
This long story short, it was and they should have did better, but you know, it was kind of fun.
They did not watch Train to Busan, is what we've all established in this. So, yeah. Had they watched it, they would have known that you don't need to get on a train when you have superheroes that can fly and carry others that can't. There was no reason to even get on that damn train. New Jersey is not that far when you're a superhero. I don't understand the problem, but that's fine. I suspend my disbelief. I read that the next episode will continue the stories of the previous episodes, including Marvel Zombies, because that's probably what's going to end up happening. They're going to end up having to fight the undead.
I mean, they got every episode just about ending with a cliffhanger of like, what next? You know, so I mean, well, except for Agent Carter, we know where that's going to go. But all the rest of them kind of end off with the whole, there's an enemy to fight. So,
if y'all remember that dirty joke line from Amanda Waller in Justice League Unlimited when she said Bruce left his DNA across town, well, Barry and Alice left their DNA across Star Lab. You know what? And he can do that because he owns that space. It's his safe space. Whatever.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's really not. Please tell me someone has seen Titans. I have not watched the new season of Titans. So who is your new ship? Because you said that you love your new ship. Who is it, Ray? Let me know.
I haven't watched it all.
That was part of the Injustice comic.
Yeah.
I just can't get with the animation style. It reminds me, Don't Kill Me, Maria. Ruby, though. Like almost any animation style, please. Well, I mean, I like Ruby, but I never said I like Ruby's animation style. So you're safe there.
I don't know. Have you ever watched the Doctor Who remakes of the classic episodes they lost on and they reanimate them in cartoon form? Oh, they're kind of painful to watch.
Well,
but
I mean,
I got a few of them, like, you know, the Monster from the Deep and all that stuff. And like when they're reanimating that cartoon format, everything is very sticky and, you know.
Well, think about it this way. You've seen the old school Doctor Who when the Daleks were made out of aluminum foil, and so were the Cybermen. I think we went the wrong way.
The original Cybermen, oh my God, those Jesus Christ, you know they were just low on budget.
Yeah, like we got toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls with little dots around them.
Like at least the dollars had a casing. You know what I mean?
Eventually. Let's see. Joker can actually cause way more chaos with his death than when he was alive. True.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, I don't know. Joker I know he was abused, but I just feel like he wasn't spanked enough. Like,
truth be told.
And a hug.
Hey, truth be told. This is why I was kind of torn with the movie Joker, because they try to make you sympathetic for him, but Joker's a damn loon. There's nothing to empathize with him. But then I've got over, like, at first, like, this movie is well directed. The lines are good. This is a legit good movie. But we are trying to humanize a character that really needs no humanization. But that all came to an end. He was running down the hallway and laughing and acting a fool after he clearly killed somebody. I was like, you know what? This movie is probably a story he told to one of his psychoval people to just be a fucking game. This probably never happened.
It was like, never happened. Never. So side question. Batman Beyond is main canon now, or more and more associated with main universe, and Damian Wayne is like super popular thing now. So is there any depiction of the two meeting each other? I don't know if Terry and Damian, I don't think they ever met.
I don't think so either. I know at a time they made Batman Beyond at first, and then like there was a cartoon with Terry McGinnis, and they made him like he was Batman's son. But the comic books did a whole different line with Damian Wayne being his son. And at one point, I remember, I think it was around 2002, early 2000s. They were talking about getting rid of Terry McGinnis altogether in the comics, making Damian Wayne Batman Beyond. But then they thought about continuity and the timeline of it all, how it didn't make any sense. And then they put Terry McGinnis back into the spotlight. But I don't know if they actually made a comic book with the two have crossed.
I don't think so.
They didn't. Terry McGinnis not around till Batman is like in his 80s. So if that were to happen, like Damian Wayne would be at least in his 30s by the time they met. So I mean, like that's way off like line. I don't think they haven't really put Damian Wayne to me because he'd be Batman at that point. The guy almost guarantee it. So like they haven't put that role out there just yet. You know, if that to be the case, they probably don't even know how to do it right away. Unless Damian Wayne was like, I'm not gonna be Batman. I'm gonna be Batman. I don't know. So
Batman.
Like, I am the Bat. I'm not Batman. He's like, need another Batman. McGinnis, get in here.
The man Bat. I liked the zombie episode, but the mechanics of the zombies did not make sense with their capabilities for the metas and how they utilize their former powers as rotting corpse and intellect. Yeah, we talked about that too. That was some Land of the Dead shit. Like, I just never understood why the zombies were that intelligent. And I also don't understand how the hell they got close to Wanda. She's a damn Nexus being. There's no universe
because she's a zombie, so she's slower now because she's
I don't get how she became a zombie. She should have looked at that situation. But no, universe, bitch, bam.
We talked about that, and it said it makes if the Hulk can survive the zombies, why can't Wanda?
Wanda would have zapped that shit out of reality real fast. I don't know.
Not me, never. And then it just happened, and she would never This is why I don't like those zombie things, and like when Wolverine became a zombie in the comics, like how in the.
Well, I think if he became a zombie, it shouldn't last because he should be able to cure himself of everything.
But in the comic books, he became a full zombie, and it did last. That's what I'm saying. Like,
was it a Black Lantern thing, or was it?
It's Wolverine. We mean Black Lantern.
Wolverine. I don't know. I was thinking Black Lanterns.
You're trying to make it make sense. That's why, and it doesn't make sense. That's what happened.
I just crossed DC and Marvel by accident. But you know what, though? I would have loved to have seen Wolverine in a Black Lantern situation. That would have been very interesting.
That would be interesting as hell.
How would his body react to Black Lantern?
I have no idea, but he'd be a problem.
That would be because I mean, again, so let's just talk about Wolverine as a zombie. Like he got his body literally ripped apart.
Yeah.
By the Hulk. The Punisher like de-skinned him and ran over him like repeatedly. And then his body kept crawling back together like each time and putting itself back. And he was literally talking shit the entire time. He was like, when my body gets back together, I'm gonna beat your ass. So it's like, how would a zombie affect Wolverine? Which is probably why it's a good thing we don't have X-Men yet, because I don't know how they would have explained that.
They don't know how to explain it.
MCU.
It's like for real. It's guys, if you've seen Deadpool out of all the MCU movies makes the most in character sense. You can't kill him, and his healing factor is way weaker than Logan's. So I mean, it's just like, how do you? It's like his healing factor is just like the Hulk's almost. Like they get hit and they just immediately repair. There is no.
Well, I mean, why do we still not have Red Hulk? It doesn't make any damn sense.
I'm gonna do that with after the Edward Norton movie, but no, that
because her dad is definitely Red Hulk, and like he even did a cameo in Civil War. So like I thought that's what they were gonna go with that, but I guess
nope.
There's a lot of missed opportunities. I don't know why. It just is.
I think they just didn't know how to write it into the story and make it.
No, they didn't have budget. They're like, well, we can't have
that's true
two Hulks in the same movie.
No,
you're asking for too much. That's too much CG. I feel like MCU should just invest in their own CG company. And that way all their shit is like they can get it with like a group like MCU Groupon. Like it's all cheap.
Oh, they'll do it. Disney will completely buy out Pixar and call it Pixar 3D Animation Studios. Right?
Why?
Disney just own it. Disney's gonna own everything. Disney's gonna buy Peru next year. Watch. Like let's buy a country because we can. Turn the entire place into a Disneyland. Like, why would you do this?
Yeah, that is a thing.
Disney will buy. They'll create a Death Star, and because they own Star Wars. I'm saying like this is Disney, man. They got it. They got the money and the influence. Be careful.
That's why whenever they said they can't afford CG and it's actually Disney, I'm like, why? You guys even own porn? That doesn't make any sense. Like, it makes no sense. No sense. Okay.
Disney fans.
I mean, let's be real. Let's be real here.
Oh man.
Batman Beyond Return of the Joker proves you can kill the man of the Joker, but not the concept. True.
Yep.
True.
Very true. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see. In the current comics, Damian Wayne is definitely not Batman or a Titan. He's in some bad things. He is more in league with his grandfather's side of the family and methods and anti-hero. That's cool.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the anti-heroes. They make the best comics, honestly.
Yeah.
Because they don't have all that moral. They don't have their morality sort of like, oh, you killed everybody in my family and my next door neighbor's dog, but I will not kill you. I will not lower myself to your level. Just killed the next door neighbor too. Well, damn.
In my personal opinion, Dark Horse comics and anything with Punisher in it are some of the most gruesome, ridiculous comics you can read entirely. Like Christ.
I was always a Wildcats and Grifter fan.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
And I like Gen 13 a lot too.
Yeah, you told me that.
Cool.
You told me that. I need to fit it. I need to like Jam wants the Sandman series. I need to get that for it. Because I don't have it. I don't know any of it. And because it's expensive. But I need to go ahead and get that because,
Just tell her to get the Comixology app and tell her to download it.
Jam, she wants the hard copy.
I know. Well, I got boxes of comics, guys. Yeah. Boxes. I'll have to post in the community tab. I found all of my Charm comics. I was so excited. And then I found some old freaking, I got Archie comics. I found a really old ass Captain America. A really old issue of the Flash. I was going through, I had Sky, I don't know if anyone knows about Sky Guardians. I have a Sky Guardians comic. I have so many comics that I forgot I even effing owned.
You know what comic I just remember I have? I actually own Silver Surfer #1. I do have it. Yeah, I do have it. And I know where it is. It's not, I can't say make a difference. I've read through it before. I picked up and actually turned the pages. I should have done that. But I do own that. I also own Static Shock #1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first. I got Static, the first one.
So I got a first print.
That one is
Wolverine 75.
Which one?
Wolverine issue 75.
Do you really have that?
I do have it.
Holy shit!
because I had all the Fatal Attractions, at all of Fatal Attraction. But yes, I did when Magneto was like, "Give me that adamantium, bitch!" I was like,
it looks so painful. Oh my god, no! And also, everybody
is Silver Surfer naked?
No, he does have on underwear.
He has on a body. He has on a silver bodysuit.
Yes,
you guys don't know.
For some reason, he's wearing on drawers. I guess that matters. I don't even know if his species has a penis. I don't know what's going on. So he's not an Earthling, so I don't know. I can't explain that for you.
Maria, that was an acting class that had me weak. I love that monologue. Oh, you mean the scene I did? Or are you talking about something else? Because I actually did the Killing Joke monologue. I haven't posted that one yet.
Yeah,
I did that one a while ago. But
I think have I not seen that already?
You've seen it. I played it for you guys on Zoom.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I have to post that on my thingamajiggy wiggy biggy get inhibited. We need to start doing comic monologues and things on this channel, just as like special videos for people for staying subscribed to me, because I know it's so hard. I know it's hard, guys. I know I'm so proud.
I want to do Joker's joke about the flashlight bridge. That's so stupid.
Well, since I got some of my my regulars in here, you guys want to see my character that I'll be voicing in the motion comic we're working on called WOS, Warriors of Seret. I will give you I'll give you a sneak peek of what she looks like. This is just a concept. So, I gotta throw that out there. It is a concept, guys. Concept. But it's pretty cool. And, when you subscribe to my channel, you know more about her. But her name is Emney, and this is the character that I voice and the motion comic. Isn't she cute? She is Native American based, and her powers are hydrokinesis. And that's really all you get to know about her, because I won't spoil anything. But yeah, Emney is cool. And in case you're wondering why I named her Emney, being part Native American, Emney in Lakota and Navajo means water, hydrokinetic. Her entire family is water-based. So yes, hydrokinesis is an underrated power, but it's not in my story.
Talking about all the waterbenders and Avatar Last Airbender? That is.
Oh the waterbenders.
They have so much range too. They have the most range.
The waterbenders wish they were as cool as Emney. I'm like, Emney is OP as hell. So yeah, she's cool. She is really cool. You should do a Batwoman parody. Yeah, I do need to do a Batwoman parody. I really would love to do live parodies of these characters, because I know we do we have our little character parodies, and we still have one more for Crisis. But yeah, I would love to do scenes where we just talk. I would love to. One of the things I would love to do for Trash Comics is not just talk about the plots. I would love to find one and then act it out, but like act it out in under like 10 minutes. All the problematic stuff, but make it seem like we were all serious. Like, we were really into it. Like if I had done that with Captain Marvel, and I'd be like, why is everybody okay that I was raped? I mean, I don't understand. Why don't you understand? I don't get it. And be like, oh, Carol, don't be dramatic. I mean, it would be literally cool.
It'd be fun and silly.
Very cool. Like I said, we have lots of plans on this channel. Trust me, we really do. And like I said, the story with WOS, we are progressing. It is not going to be done until 2022, because again, the comic is being made. It takes 2 to 3 months to make a very good digital comic, and then it has to have motion added to it. But all the voiceovers will start being recorded on the 30th. So I am excited. We have a cast of 17 people. A lot of them are in anime and video games and things that one of them is even in Final Fantasy VII, the remake. So, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of us that are interestingly compatible, in terms of wanting to get projects done on time. So I got a really good cast, because normally you get casts where they're just like, I'll get my lines whenever, but I got a really good motivated cast. So I'm excited about it.
Then you got me.
And then I got you. Yeah, I had to get the bottom of the barrel somehow. But
yeah, I'm just down here, cleaning my shoes.
I mean, somebody gotta do it. But But now, like I said, it is going to be interesting, and so I have a lot of characters, and like I said, that is just a character concept. I actually have somebody doing artwork for her right now, and I saw Groove earlier, and it's getting pretty badass. So I'm excited. All right, let me go. Let me go. You said Jett and Maria buddy cop movie.
Nothing would get done.
What? You know how they have Rush Hour 2? We beat Traffic Jam 1. What's happening now? Not a damn thing.
You were at the crime scene trying to like ask the forensics team for clues and stuff, but we're sitting there too busy arguing about who stepped where. Like, come on, man. Like,
that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, who's a bad cop? Who's a good cop? Damn, I'm the good cop. Yeah, actually, I would be the good cop. You're such an a-hole. So that's
me.
Yes, you.
Yeah,
what? All the time.
Well, my sultry voice and my dulcet tones,
and your assholey ways. What's with the Omega Lanterns? I think they have just made Darkseid too powerful in the current comics, like 2 OP. It's not even enjoyable how powerful he is. I feel that way about a lot of characters.
Yeah, the only character I really like that's strong like that, that's fun, is One Punch because it's funny. But other than that, when they make them like over the top powerful with no direction,
well, that's like, because he's powerful, but he's also flawed as a human being.
Yeah, he's a very flawed. If you read the manga, oh my god, I do read the manga, and that dude he's so many existential crises, but he's just like what am I even doing anymore? This is so boring. But it's funny because no matter where he's on screen, no matter how tough the enemy is, that all these other heroes are struggling to beat, and they're trying to come up with ways to get this done. He's just like, he just comes out of nowhere. It's like, well, all right, that was over with. We got to catch the sale at the grocery store. Like, man, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Just so you know, yes, One Punch Man bathed in lava. Like, he treated like a hot tub.
I mean, like, why not?
I mean, he got knocked to the moon and jumped back.
He makes ramen in his hand, so I mean, it's fine.
That's a true badass, by the way.
Yep. I don't need to wait for water and pop. Make it in my damn hand.
Yeah.
Yes. Maria, did you see my comment about the first Asian symbiote host, Jamishin? She's bonded to Agony and she's horrifying. Actually, I have not. I did. Well, no, wait, no. I did see that. I did see that comment. I haven't seen her. I haven't checked her out, so I do need to see that. But
I'm actually curious myself. I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that. I'm 100% sure she's Korean. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. I really wanted Silk to get a symbiont, but this is great too. Yeah. Nah. Do you know about the Bat Family webtoon? I do not. Please share that information because I absolutely do not know about that.
She was like a wild-haired Carnage.
I mean, that's pretty much if she's a symbiote. That makes that tracks. For some reason, your hair can't be combed when you're a symbiote. You have to have
whatever reason it is. It's just like somebody from like Twisted Sister. It's interesting. Like Twisted Sister meets Kiss.
Twisted Sister meets Kiss.
Yeah, but you know, Earth 616. All right.
Yeah. I mean, why not? You really think about it. I mean, I don't like I said, they're introducing a lot of people that I think so there's a lot of people that are OP and there's a lot of people that are just OP for the moment. They're doing a lot of momentary OP characters.
Momentary OP is a convenient plot device when they don't know what to do to give the character. Like, I suggest this to anybody who writes, when you have characters that you built up and made them great and amazing and all that stuff, don't overhype yourself on your own characters. Because when you give them too much clout, make them too amazing, it's very hard to give them challenges because you don't want to see them lose. Treat the characters themselves. Remember, you're writing it, so you're basically God of this world. Treat them as if they are weaker than you. Like, no matter what, they're beneath you. Because they're just characters, seriously. So, like, if you give them too much pull, it's hard to give them challenges because then you got to play this whole power rank game. Same thing that Dragon Ball Z or Super is going through at the same moment. Like, you keep power scaling them so high, and it's like, now what? Give them somebody stronger. How much stronger can you be till the world breaks? You know?
Yeah.
Like, when you do that kind of thing, you got to get clever. You got to challenge them somewhere else and not just in brawn, you know. But, you know, people don't think it through. So it's like, well, this is going to be
they're either very OP and stupid or very smart and weak in other ways, and they'll have no active powers. So
see, you say that, but like as dumb as Goku is, he can read minds. And I never
no, I'm talking comic book lore. I'm not talking about Dragon Ball Z.
Is a manga. That's a comic.
I don't care. I'm talking about comics with line art that looks like, my gray style of comic books, like my DC, my Marvel, my Milestone, not
like
my
Western
manga.
comics. Western comics.
Well, I mean, I don't want to limit to Western because I'm pretty sure that Korea and Japan has the same style comics over there. We just don't know about. Well, no, there's a few like that. What's that Angel one? They made a freaking video game out of it.
Angel where?
It's Angel something, but it's actually to me they look like Avengers, but I have to go back and find it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't keep up with me like man. I don't keep up with manga too much at all anymore because they all kind of sound the same now. So I mean.
There's a lot of manga out there. People start looking like, who's your favorite Robin? But only while they were a Robin. For me, spoiler, or Stephanie Brown.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say Stephanie.
I like her.
I knew it because nobody would say Stephanie. And that's why you would say it. I knew it. I knew you would do that.
I'm obscure.
You would do that. No, you do that.
Capable of saying things
you would pick the blonde-haired girl that only was around for like a few episodes and she had a wedgie in her outfit. You would pick that.
Okay, so look. My love for Quanin in the Marvel universe was like epic when she was revived. And everyone's like, man, she's dead now. Legacy virus, blah, blah, blah. And then bam, look at my girl now, who is now Psylocke. Just saying.
So you're trying to say supposed to make a comeback?
I'm trying to say if I was a comic book recruiter, a comic character recruiter, I'm MVP. That's what I'm trying to say. MVP. Look, don't hate.
Oh man.
Not hate, appreciate.
I will definitely I said gag Maria said Stephanie. That's so mean. I didn't even say gag. That's not that I don't like Stephanie Brown, but she's one of those.
Look, gag Maria said Stephanie.
That's what I was laughing at. He said gag Maria said Stephanie.
Right. So I got to say about that.
She's in it, then she's not, then she's in it. Yeah, like for example, she did die for a little bit, then they brought her back as another character, and it's like.
I mean, we all know her as spoiler, but I mean, again, the girl was fucking cool. She's smart as shit, and then you got to give her that. So I mean, it's not her fault that problematic writers write her like shit. I mean, look at Batwoman. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna hate on the character because the writing is bad.
I mean, of course, I'm going to say Dick Grayson because he comes Nightwing, and Dick Grayson is just awesome. But I mean,
I'm just saying. Well, everybody goes for Dick Grayson. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
I had to go for the underdog.
But it's like I kind of like Tim Drake for a second, but Tim Drake is just a worse fighter. So like can't really get into him too much. Like out of all the Robins, he is the worst hand-to-hand combat specialist. That's why he carries guns now. So I mean,
yep. They did the same to Bishop. Yeah, they did that to Bishop. They did it to Forge. They've done it to so many people. I mean, a lot of people hated Cable. They hated Cable when they first had Cable.
For no reason, though.
They were like, Cable is the shittiest character. I'm like, wow, you guys.
They hated Cable because Cable had an OP advantage. That's why.
But I mean, how many other characters have OP advantages? Come on.
They didn't like it because they had their favorites in the 90s. Like, remember when it hit like 1993, it was all about Wolverine. So like, anybody that was better than Wolverine, like, no, then they revived him to be the best character again, like 2002. I don't know why Wolverine always gets so much excessive clout. It doesn't make any sense to me. He's not nowhere near the best mutant. I don't get it, but
Cable had too many
pouches. Yo, that was back in the day, man.
No, he had like 5 or 6, right?
He had like all those. Everybody had on cargo pants, all the pouches on them, and like a belt, and then a belt, and then a belt. And then a belt around like hangs by the knees and all this stuff. It was like,
yeah. I am sorry, Maria. She's just so. Now that I saw her drawing style, and I like the Prowler. Well, I mean, they actually had a very good version of her, kind of semi hooking up with Luke in Batwoman. It's probably one of the only good things they did in Arrow. In the Arrowverse. I like the girl they cast, and I actually liked her character a lot. So I mean. But that's how her character was for me in the comics. I mean, like I said, I look at this up like when we had Renee Montoya. I think wasn't she the Question?
Yeah.
So I mean, when she
was the Question after the Question retired. Oh no, after she died. Really,
but people were so effing pissed when they did that. Like it's always that way. And now these people are acting like, oh yeah, I remember when Renee was like it wasn't a thing. And so that's the thing that always kills me about us comic book people. To be fair, I've forgotten more comics than I've read. I've been reading comics now. I'll be 45 in December. I've literally been reading them since I was like 5 or 6 years old. So we're talking almost 40 years. I've forgotten more about comics than most people have read. So
sometimes when it comes to comics, Phil, sometimes I get kind of messed up about it. And I say that because once you've read so many and there's so many different alternate verses and storylines, you really start fucking forget. Like, no, what you do is you start connecting to the plot ones that you like the most, and then you attach to those characters. Like, I like that version of so and so. Yeah. I was like, what about this comic? I don't want to hear that. I like this version of this character. And,
I mean, hell, you could spend like 50 years about the Spider-Verse. I mean, there's so many different versions of Spider-Man.
When I learned that the spider seems like the whole web of phase, like a future-related thing from the Madam Spider-Man, like, oh my God, did you have to do that to the characters? Was that what this was? Seriously?
I do love Spider Noir though. The Noir series to me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just liked it. He's so damn emo. It's so interesting.
I can't remember which Spider-Man was that was trained to be an assassin. Like, he was really good.
There's a few. Like
there's one who he had like the ability to shoot poison darts out of his wrists and stuff.
The serial killer one. Oh
yeah. And then he his spy sense was so good he could predict the future. Like, he was too good. Like, yo, what the hell? Like, why is he so bad? Spider-Man can learn to be this great? What the fuck? I was like, man.
No, he was a serial killer, though. I think that was from Earth 15. I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, that was the Peter Parker from Earth 15. So he's an alternate version of Peter Parker. Yeah, he bonded with Carnage eventually. But yeah, he was the one that was completely bat poop crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was nuts. I remember as a kid, I was like, this is nuts.
But no, he was like I said, there's so many different incarnations in the Spider-Verse that when you just focus on that alone, you'll go crazy. And then you got to think about all the different versions of Spider-Man as a whole before the Spider-Verse. I mean, hell, he had clones. Remember Ben? Like, Ben Reilly was a clone of Peter. And that whole situation was Madeline Pryor all over again with Scott and Jean. I was like, this is some bullshit. Yep. So, recycle plots, redone plots, retcon plots.
We recycle plots. They recycle plots so often in both universes. Like, do we not do this before? Especially in DC. DC always has some kind of weird event where a bizarre Superman character comes down and kills like half the DC canon characters, and then lead the rest of them as well. They do it like every other whatever. Then they get a Marvel DC crossover just for the hell of it, so you can see everybody interact and become new heroes and all that.
Yeah, like when Peter went and did an internship at the Daily Planet and was
trying I was like,
that was funny.
Like, what the hell? Why are we doing this? Because the fans want it. Did we really? Though?
Did we really ask for this? I mean, that's back on the what is it? Black and White with Punisher when he was black for a day. Like,
oh yeah,
recycling the Lois Lane plot.
I want to say they were Lois Lane made her black and Superman was all racist. Like, what the hell, man? That's why Muhammad Ali whooped your ass in that ring. Nah.
Gonna never let it go. Let it go, man. I need you to find your inner Elsa.
It was hilarious and unnecessary. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
You want to prove us that Superman can't fight for real? Yeah, we know that.
And all of this conversation leads back to the fact that you need to understand that I'm allowed to like Stephanie Brown as Robin, even if it was a millisecond.
I didn't say you weren't allowed to like her. I'm just saying it makes sense that you said you like her. Actually,
no, Groove, you're Groove. You have my back. I'm talking to Ray.
Okay.
Ray's using my dog, and he was like, Maria. Maria. My question mark. I'm like, look, made me feel bad about my life for like a whole 10 seconds. And I'm like, damn, everything I think is wrong. Like, I take back everything I've said in every review.
No, actually, now think about it. I think I take that back. I think I like Damian Wayne the most, and I only really like him the most as a Robin because he's not afraid. He has the fighting skills of Dick Grayson. Actually, probably better if he was older. He probably whipped Dick Grayson's ass, and he has the killing edge of Tim Drake. And I like those both. To me, that's like a perfect Batman in my mind. So, like, I think I like Damian. You know, Damian's a little bastard half the time. No lie, he's such a jerk, but as a Robin, he's like, to me, the best.
He's not an asshole to Jonathan. That's his BFF.
Yeah, but that's, He has his favorites he played, which is so dumb. It's like, doesn't Bruce feed you little shit? Anyway.
Yeah, he does seem to eat over at Lois's house all the time. But my thing is, why do you need to go over there? Where's Alfred? I'm like,
not watching him. He's out with Jonathan. They're flying the sky somewhere to get in some kind of trouble.
No, they play on Xbox. It's
fine. I would not let Jonathan Hogan. He probably get mad and break it. Damn it! He's cheating. You and that.
As a queer male, you a damn good 45. Like easy to look 2 decades less. You did that because it is very true. Even though I did not get the shade of blackness, black don't crack. It's just true. I guess my Native American genes are kicking in there too. Now I don't know how the Scottish age, because my mother was the baby of 9. So I mean, she was the youngest, and I'm the youngest cousin. So I don't really know how we progress in age on my mom's side. But yeah, but you get the little flavor, a little millennium kicking in. So thank you, I appreciate it, Ray. All that stress that I hold on to in my body is why I don't age. The moment I stop aging, or when I stop stressing, I tell people this. Groove knows what I'm going to say. I'm going to turn into one of those kung fu characters with the long silver hair, the mustache. Don't ask me why I have one. It's going to happen. I'm going to go flying through the trees
all the time.
Yep. Be like, wee. And then I'm going to look 100 in one day.
Just get that whole
One damn day.
The Asian squats out of nowhere just get shorter. Like, how'd you lose 4 inches? Like, look, what happened to you?
Look, I am 5'5". That is not short.
I mean, honestly, I keep facial hairs. If I don't, people think I'm like 21 or 22.
People do that with me too. They think my daughter and me are sisters. It's really funny.
All the time. Always had to keep facial hair for that exact reason.
I'm trying to grow my facial hair out too. It's just not working.
Keep trying. Like, they got Rogaine now.
I will.
They got it for beards.
Well, if I start growing hair on my butt, I'll just shave it off and glue it on my face. It's all good.
That's a good idea. I believe in it. We can do this.
Okay. Right here, man. Damian Wayne is so much more different than the other Robins before him. Like him or love him, he's definitely his own Robin.
Yeah, he is.
You need to have somebody who's his own character, not like a certain Ryan Wilder as Batwoman. Like her or leave her, she is Kate Kane.
Yes. That's true. I mean, it is whatever, man. You can be mad you want to. That's the thing that's also interesting about like Damien. Not all of them I like the least is probably Tim Drake. I don't like him very much. He's kind of a boring ass Robin to me. And then if what Joker did to him was jacked up, I get it. But he's just, I don't know, he's just a whiny character to me. I don't know. I mean, and then how he got recruited. Batman was impressed he stole wheels off the Batmobile, which I guess would be impressive. It's like, hey, you try to steal from me. You try to hurt people. Like, where was the logic in that, man? Where'd you get that from?
Why did you think there was logic to begin with? I mean, why were you looking for that?
Good point.
Look, we have very in-depth logical conversations. You should have known that was a red flag when you started that conversation.
I know.
Your next verses for DC and Marvel should be the top telepaths. Oh, Lord.
Don't do this. Let's not.
Lordy.
That is such a deep search. Like,
Martian Manhunter versus Moondragon. Oh, hell. You know what, though? That's actually not bad. I'm going to put that on the list.
I really, I don't. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Wait a minute. But.
Martian Manhunter.
I mean, I get the question, but like. But Martian Manhunter could do more than Moondragon, can he?
Well, see, that's what we need to research because we got in this trap with Zatanna. So
that's also true.
We need to make sure because there's probably something OP we are not knowing. So, yeah, we know the baseline powers, but let's make sure we know all the powers when we're going into that. Because I mean, our next one is Kingpin versus who we versing?
Punisher. You know what is funny? I feel dumb. I've been saying Tim Drake this whole time. I meant Jason Todd, not Tim Drake. Tim Drake became Red Robin. Jason was it? Hold on, stop. Who became Red Hood? Was it Jason Todd or was it Tim Drake?
Wait, what?
With the Robins, there's Jason Todd and there's Tim Drake. Which one became Red Robin? Was it Red Robin? I can't remember now. Which one became Red Hood?
It was Jason Todd, but like, are you talking about in the comics?
Yeah.
Why did something change in DCU?
No. I'm trying to remember which one became which character.
Well, Red Hood is Jason Todd.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of then.
So
Jason Todd is my least like one. I got Jason Todd and Tim Drake mixed up.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Because Jason, fucking hell, Tim Drake became Red Robin, and I forgot about that.
Yeah, he became Red Robin and opened a series of burger joints.
Yum.
With the same name.
He loved to make burgers, man. Like Bob.
Red Robin.
Because I don't know why my brain put them together and it crossed. Like I just started thinking, like, hold on, stop. Do I mean Tim Drake? I think I mean Jason Todd. I do mean Jason Todd. Jason Todd's when I stole the wheels off the Batmobile. That's what it was. And I don't like Jason Todd because Jason Todd is so fucking whiny. But
I mean, okay. So was this a Robin that was killed by Joker? I guess we should start there. Then you're talking about Jason Todd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of the whole time.
Okay, so there you go. There you go. I have no problem with Jason Todd. I think he is methodical and vicious sometimes, and he's a cool character.
See, it's bad because in my head I keep mixing those two because they're so irrelevant to me as Robins. I keep mixing them back. That's so bad, man. That's so messed up.
Which I get. I think we're gonna start doing our what if video. So the first half will be what if, another one's gonna be and random comic book chat because that's what they always end up being.
I mean, people have questions and then I spiral. I blame me, but also blame you. I blame you too. I think I blame you more.
You blame me all the time, so it's fun. Like all the time.
That's how it works.
I mean, that's how our friendship survives. You blame me for everything. It's cool. And I just tell you you're nuts. So I'm like,
I'm only crazy because I'm right.
See what I mean? Out your damn mind. Yeah, so are we doing it Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday, we're going to do a live stream.
Punisher versus Kingpin.
And you guys already voted on the community tab, so we know what you think.
What did the community tab say? I've been
Punisher literally almost had like 78% votes.
I saw that coming.
Kingpin was gonna like literally crash and burn. But to be fair, we got to talk up all the attributes of both, and then we have to tell what we think. Because quite frankly, I kind of feel like that show where I like Bat in the Sun basically on YouTube, where they have sometimes alternate versions where you have two powerful characters that could probably beat the shit out of each other and really would only survive by like literally a coincidence or luck. I kind of feel like that might be the case with Punisher and Kingpin because Kingpin is not weak. So
see, Kingpin was stronger in the Spider-Man comics than he was in the Punisher comics. They kind of toned him down for.
But
Punisher.
In Daredevil, he was OP.
He's always OP with Daredevil for some reason. They made him like what's the character's name in Baki the Grappler? Hanayama, the really big dude who can like take play cards and tear it out with his hand and crush a doorknob with his grip. Like they made him like it just, and like I said, it depends on whatever. Kingpin is never as strong as, but it's enough of an opponent for whichever the hero is coming during that time period. But then again, and you never see Punisher just defeat Kingpin in the comics. So I mean, like, I don't know. We'll get to more of that. I mean, not do too much into it now.
Yeah, we don't want
to.
Because we really need that. We really need to go through every attribute to make sure we know before we say one way or the other. But like I said, I mean, honestly, I'm always of the opinion that it could go either way, and it's all based on one lucky move. That's literally it. One lucky thing that they can do. The other
every time. At that time, which never made sense with Spider-Man because Spider-Man could literally rip his face off. But it's whatever.
But and he survived when you kick him in the spider balls. I'm just saying.
Could he not see that coming?
I'm maniacal. If I wanted to beat Spider-Man, then I would just go get Silk back when they were having their pheromone issue.
Oh my god!
Like strip her and throw her in front of him, and then I kill him. Because like if he'd be so like in lust, he wouldn't know it was coming. Because when you get heat, you don't think right. So.
Wasn't that just weird writing though? Like, oh, they're just so connected. They just can't stop humping. Like, yo.
No, it's so narcissistic though.
It is though. Like
literally, because the same spider bit you, you are sexually attracted to each other. What the hell? That means the spider was narcissistic. That's
the spider was low-key the whole time.
No, Groove. Nothing is more like insane to me than that issue that I cannot remember the issue of the comics when we had a very old, decrepit looking Spider-Man flashing back on the fact that Mary Jane died from cancer from all the sex they had in the bodily fluids.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh,
That's
That is
when
disturbing.
Spider-Man, he was like missing a leg and stuff, and his daughter has spider powers and all that
Yeah,
nonsense.
but he was like,
Oh my God.
but he was flashing back because he was old, and he was like, "I killed Mary Jane. Our love killed her." And then he was talking about all the sex they had in the body fluids, radioactive, caused her to get radiation poisoning, got cancer.
That comic came out like 2003 or something like that. That was back when they were doing Spider-Man's daughter, Spider Girl, or whatever. During that little comic run, that was not good. Oh my God, that was.
Yeah, there were a lot of problematic comics when Spider-Man's were like, one more day. Sorry, did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Did I say that out loud? My bad.
Yes, you definitely did.
That, I mean, seriously, that is the issue that I would use as toilet paper.
Spider-Girl was actually meant for I think Spider-Girl was meant for preteen girls. It definitely wasn't meant for anybody with any kind of sensibility, because that was a very pandering comic with a bunch of weird, unnecessarily deep darkness with Peter. It was it was dumb. He was missing a leg, but he could still do Spider-Man type stuff a little bit. And it was what is this?
Which, yeah, I mean, that's a thing. But at the same time, back to One More Day, I would still use that as toilet paper. I don't care if I got a paper cut in my butt. I would literally use that as toilet paper. That is what I feel about that. That whole storyline was.
I think I found your next trash comic episode. There you go.
Yeah, that's my shit comic. That's what I think. I'm scared to do that in trash comics because I feel like I would do nothing but rage the entire time.
I'm sure
I bought the hard copy to when I'm really, really mad. I take it off my bookshelf and I just jump up and down on it. That is literally how much I can't stand that shit. If I had a bad day at work, I'd be like, one more day. Not even the issue I'm having, but I just beat this. Oh, effing hard.
I can't describe it. That was a terrible story.
It wasn't even a story. You act like that it was a story. That wasn't a story. That man tried to write. They tried to write a fanfic and it went horribly wrong. One more day will give you an unstoppable rash. You are damn right.
It's really not good. It's really trash.
It's like, have you or someone you loved read One More Day? And died.
When you were afraid of One More Day,
you may be entitled
You might be entitled to compensation.
Yep, to money. Effing hate that comic series with a passion. Cell versus Brainiac.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No.
Oh Lord.
Yes, I am not.
The only good thing that came about One More Day was Peter versus Kingpin. They didn't need to do One More Day for that, though. That could have been a normal run. He could have just been outside. I mean, he could have gone to the grocery store and gotten that little altercation. So
I'm so serious.
Horrible.
Man,
no, it's sad how emo we got. We're like, well, stream's over.
Another subject, man. Seriously, another subject. Let's talk about something else that doesn't deal with demons and crossovers, whatever. So
and turd worthy butt wiping comic strips. I guess. If you learn nothing else, guys, you know I cannot stand. Okay. You talk about it is the trashiest of the trash comics, and there are a lot of trashy comics out there.
It is not good. There's a really trash line of comics with League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but it deals with stuff I'm not going to talk about on your channel. So it's not good. Sometimes comics push too far for a story, and I'm like, why did y'all do that?
Yeah. Mira and Wave are visually impressive. Yes, because they are also hydrokinetics. So absolutely. Yeah. I think hydrokinesis is one of my favorite powers because one of my favorite elements on Earth is water. It's why I was very happy that I married a water sign. Because, being a Sagittarius, Groove understands we are fire signs. So mostly we are attracted to water in general because it is opposite of us. So,
yeah, weird.
Yeah, I mean, not to say fire is not a good thing. I mean, again, the fire in my soul has been burning that damn One More Day comic for years. So, but sometimes I need River, appropriately named, to come in with the old water sign and just cool me off. Like, okay, cool down, temper it down a little bit. But let's not be confused. My spouse also has a temper, and that's when the typhoon comes out. So the water is like, River's temper is worse than mine. I think it's hilarious because people are always like, Maria, you're so outspoken. I'm sure you're just dumb. I'm like, nah. You don't know River. You don't know River.
You always have a temper.
You don't know.
I don't have a temper. I'm just like, whatever, man. I'm just me. I'm just kind of honest and like sometimes brutally. Like, no, that sucks.
Right. 2020, my state will be underwater by then, and we will be facing the Omega strain by then. Damn.
Oh, you're in California. You poor soul.
Oh, Lord. We could be in Louisiana.
Louisiana in the water right now. I mean, with this waves, Louisiana's always underwater. What am I talking about?
That's what I'm saying. But, it may be fully underwater.
California is having flooding problems at the moment. People are kind of worried about it.
I saw some of the news. About it.
But we're always in Louisiana is always in water. It's a swamp. It's like Florida. Except, is it worse? Yeah, if you go towards the bayou, yeah. Anyway, what we're talking about?
Yes, I'm afraid of water. Thalassophobia.
Really?
Well, I feel bad for you because I love water. Now, I will say I'm scared of sharks.
I mean, right, but you should
be. Taught me. I love the ocean. When we went to Hawaii, I love sitting by the beach. I love looking at the ocean. I wasn't getting in the ocean because I know that. I'm not doing that at all.
Being afraid of sharks is common sense. It's the point where fear becomes common sense. That's where it becomes common sense. Like, I'm afraid of tigers. You're supposed to be. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, I have trypophobia. So trypophobia is when you don't. It's not a fear, but I kind of feel like so if it's little holes that are close together or like spaced in certain ways,
I know you're talking about. Yeah,
makes me feel weird. I can't look at it. Like it makes
me
out and itchy.
I don't have that fear. And in fact, when I was in high school, I was like, what? And I started looking at a bunch of people like holes and honeycombs. Like, this doesn't bother me any. Just a bunch of holes. I don't care. I was like, I guess I don't have that phobia. Actually, I don't know if I have any phobias or not, honestly. So I mean,
you have a phobia of not talking.
That's not true. I'm on a video right now. I have to talk. I'm here to speak.
Like I said, you have a phobia of not talking.
I'm here not speaking. That doesn't make any sense. I'm afraid
I'm scared of not talking. I need to be heard all the time.
Every time when I don't speak, I get anxious and I get nervous and I itch. That's weird.
I'm afraid of jumping over sharks. I get it. Look, you're afraid of jumping. Before my previous spouse died, we went deep sea fishing. And I got drastically sick because I wasn't used to the how far out you go with the waves. So like the seasickness really got me because
really? I don't get seasickness.
But I didn't think I would either because I mean, come on, I'm native, I'm Scottish, I'm black. I mean, all these people dealt with fish at some point. It don't make any damn sense. I mean, most of my people came from waterline, like islands that are surrounded by water. So it makes no sense to me. But like I got out there and I was fine until we went through the turbulence. Like when the waves like the boat kept going in a circle. Well, they started to go fishing and I was sick as shit. And like one of them pulled up a baby shark. I have no idea. I have a picture of it on my Facebook. I'll have to post it in the community tab. And they dropped it. The guy who pulled it over, he dropped this shark and it was only this big and it went like that. And I was like, I was like literally throwing up off the side and a shark was like bouncing around on the deck and I just knew I was like, I'm gonna die. This is how I go right here. So yeah, I do not like sharks at all. I like their purpose in the ecosystem. I don't want them to die. I just need them to stay the F away from me. That's all they have to do. That is your goal.
But then again, I can't say anything because like there's some things like you should fear spiders, but I don't fear. Actually, I like spiders, honestly. So I mean, like everybody has their things. I don't know. Like when there's spiders in my house or whatever, I don't kill them. I may put them outside depending, but like some people probably they're like, oh, I love sharks. I'm like, I don't know why you do.
Yeah.
But
Ray's in Florida. He said, I'm in Florida. Funny enough, I just had a nightmare about alligators today. Ironic for my state, but I just saw this new Vice news about killer croc numbers thriving the other day.
Yeah, you guys are getting more of that, and you're getting y'all getting some new swamp creatures like eels and fishes and stuff show up in Florida now. I've learned. So like,
Yeah. Do you like king shark? Of course. Absolutely.
Because King Shark is not in her face.
Not in my face. Well, I mean, and if I was in the Suicide Squad movie, as long as I'm like, we're gonna be friends, num num. He was like, sure, friends. Eat
Yeah.
everyone else, not Maria. And he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
do that
okay.
early on, because if not, he might try to eat you in your sleep. He's all that.
Yeah. No, we're gonna establish that a relationship way early. And I'm an insomniac. You don't gotta worry about me going to sleep because it's not gonna happen, especially around a damn shark. A shark that can talk. A bipedal shark. No, not happening.
Holding books upside down and all that nonsense.
Nope. We gonna be best damn friends. Maria, you are the Kryptonian Codex. We can restart the world with your DNA. I would love to see Jett and Maria meet Rick and Morty at Time's End.
I would know it's funny, and it's gonna sound really weird. I would love to meet Rick just to take his portal gun and leave that Time's End that we're in. I'm not staying in a time where Rick and Morty get to leave and we're just sitting here. That's BS. Wherever you're going, I want to go too, and I'm just gonna start over. I don't need a social security number. Just take me somewhere else, dude.
Be like Hercules, wherever you go, I'm going to.
I'm so serious. Like, I know Rick is like Doctor Who when it comes to, what can he do and all that stuff to you, but I'm sure I can hit harder than him at the very least. I'm gonna get something out of it. I'm not about to lean behind.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate. I do think that's appropriate. I mean,
yeah, like, hey Rick, let's get high. Yeah, cool, huh? Me and you, buddy.
Because now you took it to another level. But
I gotta survive, man. I gotta survive. Rick's a sucker for getting jacked up. So
I mean that, like I said, I got no problem. I'm just saying, in general, this is all cool, but we need to have a world where sharks stay in their lane and not in Maria's lane.
I mean, they kind of do already. You don't live in the water.
No, because I respect them. I don't want them walking in my house, so I'm not walking in theirs. I mean, that's how it works.
You're just saying if sharks literally started growing legs and walking up to your door, so.
Now, look. Whenever I fly anywhere, and I know I got to fly over the ocean, I get nervous.
Really?
Plane crashes into the water. They come for me.
I hope that, hey, your seat acts as a flotation device. You better, draft along till somebody finds you.
Like a great white is not going to take out a raft. Do you not watch Shark Week?
hey, you might get lucky. It might not come get you. It may be like, doesn't smell enough like blood. I'm going to come or something. Come
on now.
I'm saying be optimistic. At least
I'm optimistic that I don't need to be in the water with any sharks. I mean, that's optimism right there. People don't know. They don't know. And we got a few more questions and comments, guys. Spider-Man animated at the had the best crossovers by far. Such an introduction to the extended Marvel universe. I wish the 90s animated was what we had now instead of the incredible Spider-Man thing now. I agree.
Yeah,
the only problem I ever had was Peter was how many times he screamed Mary Jane's name. Mary Jane! I'm like, this man.
They're really driving home the fact that Peter Parker loved Mary Jane.
Yeah, he loved
You
Mary
didn't
Jane.
know. You would know by the end of that special. I'll tell you that right now.
He loved Mary Jane, which is interesting because actually it should have been Liz, right? Then Betty Brant, then Gwen Stacy, then Mary Jane. Then Felicia Hardy, then Mary Jane, then his little flirtations with people like Glory and Diane and all these other people, then Mary Jane.
Then Black Widow.
Yeah, everybody does the Black Widow. Eventually we got Carly, which was stupid. That was because that's another side effect of one more day. Then Mary Jane. I mean, everything came back to MJ. So
Mary Jane is always a rebound, and she always dies because of him. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, but the girl went through some shit. People act like she's didn't go through stuff. I mean, she did. I mean,
yeah, she did.
Kidnapped. She had a baby that was kidnapped. She's basically found out her husband was a clone. And then her other husband was dying, and then there was a time where he tried to kill her. Then there was a time in Marvel Zombies where he ate her. And there's a lot of shit that she went through. And I just kind of feel like people don't give MJ enough credit. Plus, she came from an abusive household. People just seem to brush her aside like it wasn't. Because yes, she was a model, but she literally had a brain in her head. She was majoring in psychology, and they always give her shit. She was so flirtatious, and she took Peter from Gwen. I mean, guys, when are you guys gonna realize that Peter Parker was a hoe from day one?
Yeah, he really was.
Peter
Parker was the lonely nerd in high school. Then he finally got powers and looked all cool and stuff, and it's like, I'm gonna get laid. The hell with all this.
Yep.
That was really what he did.
He flirt with one woman, and he come back, and they'd be like, Peter, I've been waiting for you. He's like, hey, I'm gonna take these clothes off. I'm waiting for your ass too. What? He's already stripping before he got up the stairs. Yeah.
Because Peter wear that skin tight suit, all you can see is butt cheeks and shoulders. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
I'm gonna get him. Is that what happened?
Yep. So
Even Deadpool tried.
Yeah, people
Didn't
don't
work.
know. People don't know. Peter's a hoe. That's my new song.
Peter's out. Peter's out there getting his, man. He was.
Yep. But you said Peter loves Mary Jane more than Shaggy does.
Oh gosh,
mercenary. Oh man, that was funny.
I was imagining. I just heard Shaggy saying it. Man, Scoob, Peter Parker loves Mary Jane more than I do, man.
He said Peter needs to stay with MJ, keep him away from Silk. I mean,
that one word. He'd be like, MJ, just come join us.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, the creepiest Spider-Man line is still Superior Spider-Man, where like, Octavius inside of Peter's body was trying to hit on Aunt May. I'm like, there's some lines you don't need to cross in this scenario. That's
nasty. What though? You know what? You already stole a man's body. This is hard identity. What's new sex going to? What's the harm at this point? It's like you killed him, might as well rob him. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of those things. Villainous stuff. You're villains. Villains do this kind of thing.
Yeah,
it is what it is. I can't. It's terrible. But
it's there. Yep. Do you find Quanon and Grey Crow to be a realistic shift, Maria? After reading the Hellions, I want them to get together. We need to see Sora again. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen of them, I don't have a problem with it. Like, let me put this straight. I need more native, indigenous, representation in comics across the board, because we have had Native American characters. They just go away really fast. I don't know why. They just go away. So
bring back Brave Star. Bring Brave Star into the MCU. I'm ready for them.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You know why? Because I love that cartoon to this day.
I'm new.
Spirit of the Puma.
I knew.
Man, I love Brave Star.
Did Peter try to take Gwen Stacy away from Ned in the comics? Peter Parker tried to take Gwen Stacy away from everybody that was hitting on her in the comics. Like,
Peter Parker's he's a dork with superpowers. That's the bottom line. And then he finally got a chance to do his own thing, and it's like, I'm gonna keep getting laid. The hell with this. And like, well, I'm about to move on from you, Peter. And he's like, the hell you are.
Well, no, like, I mean, I always found it funny because when he was like going after Betty Brant, like big time Betty Brant, like, she was dating. Who was she dating? Was she dating Flash?
Yeah,
I think she was dating Flash. And like he was literally kissing her. He was trying to make out with her. No, and she was dating Gordon too. So she had a boyfriend named Gordon. I cannot remember his last name. They were like, she just got off a date with him, and Peter was literally like waiting in, like literally like a damn stalker at Daily Bugle trying to mac on her. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what is wrong? But yeah, he has the audacity to be jealous about people. I'm like,
I know, right?
Please.
Man, Peter Parker is. There's so many.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's whole thing is just. Remember, he got drunk that one comic. That was funny.
Yeah, especially since he's not supposed to get drunk. But
yeah, he got drunk and they were like couldn't fight anybody, but he could still do stuff with his spider sense all day.
Well, he was doing his version of drunken spider foo. Warpath isn't asking questions, nor should he need to.
No.
So no, Warpath doesn't do that. No. Mm-mm.
Shaggy is a superior Spider-Man? Shut up.
Scarlet Spider is my favorite, and of course Miles Morales. I have no problem with Scarlet Spider. And the thing is, there are so many spider incarnations. I'm about to say incantations. Of course there are, because it is a spell. At least it feels that way at this point. Everybody just get cast on Spider-Man. You have spider power. Like, remember Spider Island? Everybody. Oh yeah. Everybody. Mary Jane's running around in her skirt, flipping through the air with no shoes on and her underwear showing. It's like, I'm Spider-Man. I'm like, oh my god. But no, I always thought. I mean, if you really go through the Spider-Verse, there are so many like kind of B, C, D type spider characters that people don't talk about a lot that I think are pretty cool. So I'm really curious to see, because I know we're getting a sequel to the Spider-Verse movie that we saw. But I'm also very curious to see who is tied in with No Way Home. because
I'm so cute. That's No Way Home, because that trailer was really good at keep you like I remember watching. I was like, what the? Because like you have no idea. You just know to be hyped. You know how the plot starts, but you already kind of knew that. Yeah. And then it's like, but then what? Go buy the tickets.
Yep. I mean, we didn't see half the people in there because I mean, I'm pretty sure Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in it.
Oh, yeah. But see, everybody keeps saying, "No, I'm not gonna be in it. No, I'm not gonna be in it." You're gonna see them be like, "You lying bastards." You did it on purpose.
Well, I mean, if we actually have Matt in it, if we have Daredevil in it,
that'd be so dope.
From Netflix, I'm telling you, I will be.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Reynolds shows up in a cameo somewhere.
Deadpool running around saying, "This is the bullshit."
I know, right? Like you want to have me at least one time in the comic, and like little Tom Holland's like, who are you talking to? He's so little in this one. Something bizarre like Deadpool shouldn't be saying. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, there are so many Spider-Man incarnations. There's even an Indian Spider-Man who I would honestly like to see in the No Way Home movie, and I hope they make his story a little different from Peter's. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, like I said, I want them to be focused on other characters. I don't know. Simulu says he wants to do a Spider-Man Island type of movie with Tom. What the hell is Shang-Chi going to do in Spider Island?
That's a good question. They want to do a kung fu movie with somebody doing Spider-Man ability. That's what that is.
I will allow Shang-Chi to be in Spider Island when they tell me what the hell the importance is of Katie.
That's a good question.
That's all I want to know. You don't even know what I'm talking about, but everybody who's seen the movie knows. Katie.
I'm about to say, I don't know.
I'm gonna need you to get your butt in the car with your wife and go to the drive-in.
I know.
I'm
gonna see Shang-Chi eventually. I'm gonna see it.
Go to the drive-in. Emo Peter is a superior Spider-Man. Why? Why you do this? He's like, and then he was like, and the women were like,
dancing all bad. God, that movie is
like, that woman was like, oh my God.
That movie is so awful. It's golden.
That was a meme though, before it was a meme.
Oh yeah. Yes, it was. Like, what was this thing? Like my slick down hair and go ahead and be a douche to everybody, and that's gonna get me laid.
Well, he demonstrated his actual dance skills, and that was scarier than slicking down his hair. It was like, you could have kept the hair, but that
I love how confident he was and how awful he looked to everyone. Like he impressed no one with anything. It's like
he was channeling his inner Snape. He was like, I can play Snape in this movie. You don't know me. Right. You don't know my skill set.
Right. There's a whole.
I still can't believe Doctor Strange as a Sorcerer Supreme would have that kind of magic mishap. I wish it was a pre-Supreme, Steven. Well, let's talk about this. First of all, whenever we think of Sorcerer Supreme, you act like he's Optimus Prime. He's not. He is not. He is prone to make mistakes on every level.
A lot.
And Doctor Strange in the comics, hell, in No Way Home, what did Wong say? Do not cast that spell. Okay. What the hell did he do? He learned absolutely nothing from literally Endgame and Civil at every moment that he was snapped out of effing existence, and he saw every probability except the one he needed to tell. He neglected to tell Tony, oh, by the way, you die in that probability. But you mean to tell me he didn't look at the ramifications of the spell he was about to do to basically erase the identity of Spider-Man? No, he was like, hold on, let me look at all the probabilities. Yeah, that's F. That creates a multiverse. Blah 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 blah. No,
when it comes to Stephen Strange, somebody's so smart, he lacks so much common sense. It's like why do you just do stuff? Why do you just do stuff, man? I don't understand. Just think first. Just think before you act. You're too smart to not do this.
So
that's a good question.
He said he remembered why he disliked Doctor Strange. What if he said, why are we still fridging the love interest of male protagonists?
Because that's the only way you can get him to do this stuff out of frustration.
I mean, and honestly, guys, whenever they have that, it is an homage to Kyle Rayner coming home and finding his girlfriend in the fridge when he wanted a beer. Yeah. It is literally a trope of don't drink, stop drinking. Don't drink so much, because if you keep drinking, you're gonna find your woman in the fridge. That's literally what that's about. So,
I mean, they honestly.
And I am not drinking alcohol, guys. It is all water. That's the thing. I'm really tired.
I mean, honestly, they do that half the time because if you want to find a motivation for somebody's revenge plotline, this is what you do. You kill the love interest. Like if the damsel in distress is beyond distress, then the hero can't cope. They do that a lot, right?
And the hero doesn't feel important. He's not the alpha of their relationship.
No.
Or her, go boy. So you need to have that person have a person that either gets killed and motivates them and makes them crazy like Punisher, or basically causes a bunch of trauma, makes them shut down and learn to be human again. It's basically one or the other.
Like it's just easier development. It's easy to do that kind of shit when it comes to characters that weren't developed very well. Like, the love interest, we didn't have them do much because they're doing superhero stuff.
Spidey should have been fridged.
On that note, it's time for us to close this episode, I think.
Yep, I think we're getting loopy now. On that note, we are almost at 2 hours. I didn't see you, Kevin. How you doing? And what I liked about episode 6 is that no woman was killed off for the man.
That is true.
Yes,
that's actually true.
At least not yet, because apparently all these characters are going to reconnect later, so they there won't be any women by the end of What If.
I mean, T'Challa as Star-Lord, no woman's died in that one. Matter of fact, every woman was useful, even when they thought betrayed people. Like no, T'Challa, he slammed that once or twice, so it's well behaved. I don't know how to put that. It's clear he James Bonded.
You're not wrong, though. You're not wrong. So
out here doing stuff.
Oh, Lord, I can see how our Punisher versus Kingpin video is gonna go. It's gonna be a mess.
Punisher might get fridged. Be careful.
Fine. We're gonna fridge somebody. All right, guys. Great stream. So again, we will definitely have another live stream on Sunday where we will talk about who would win between Kingpin and the Punisher. We have theories, but we're not saying it because we got to make sure we got to do our research, because I don't want to put out a theory and then be wrong. And Sunday, but I'm like, I lied. I completely lied with what I said. I retconned everything, so I don't want to have to go through that moment. So we will reserve our opinions until Sunday. Yes. But it should be a very good one, because this one is another one where technically it could go either way. Also, guys, if it is day for you, have a good day. If it is night for you, go to sleep, because I can't. And I have another video coming out tomorrow, and then we will be back on Sunday with our next Who the Hell Would Win stream. All right.
It might be an interesting one, actually. Yeah.
It might. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Grooves channel, linked below. And also to our WS Warriors of Sarit YouTube channel. Yes, there is nothing on it right now, but guys, subscribe anyway, because there's gonna be a lot coming soon.
Oh, and I'm gonna plug in Jam's channel, Quarterlife Jam, because she's making new content, more videos that are just. They're foolish. She's in the process of them now. Maria hasn't seen them yet. They're absolutely.
I mean,
they're ridiculous.
It's a thing.
They're her level of her. So yeah. New content will be coming out on her channel soon as well. So
I will edit the description. I'll post a link to her channel below too.
Yeah.
All right. We love you guys, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.